teachers were visited, then we can start. Okay, thank you. Boys and girls, good morning. You sound hungry. Didn't you eat? Oh, I should know you are hungry. But even if you are hungry, you can at least have that thing. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning,
that's much better. Good morning to our teachers. Morning to Deputy Principal, Ma'am Jigilan. Good morning to myself. Good morning to Mr. City. And just to also say good morning to our distinguished guest. He'll be coming up to the stage. I don't want to introduce him now. We are going to start as soon as possible because I heard some of you are already hungry. I'm going to ask our school principal, our CEO, to come and just quickly do the note of address. Thank you, Mr. City.
Right, good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning,
I also greet the leaders of the young leaders present here, our photography team, Deputy Principal, Madam Chipilan, Deputy Principal, Mr. Carl, is our event anchor today. Our distinguished guest will be introduced properly to you. I once again greet you in the name Princess Primary. Our motto says one step ahead. Quickly, what we wanted to do for you as young leaders, so that you can enjoy your leadership at school, was to have so many activities. Unfortunately, COVID disturbed us. We were supposed to have taken you for a leadership camp last year, October. Failing which, we were supposed to have done it this year in February. It just couldn't happen. But now the Department of Education has now allowed us to take trips. Now, what do? Do we go for leadership training for the grade 7s who are going away? Right. What we want to do this year, Mr. Fred will come back with his team. We want to do a one-day training. It's a local training, a one-day training. We will make logistics. We will tell you as to whether we are going out or we are doing it at Princess Primary. What would be best? But you don't like your school? Yes. I thought you liked your school. Right, I'll talk to the HGB, we'll work out the logistics, wherein Mr. Fry and his team will challenge you and build you and make you a strong person to survive the high school during COVID. He will address you so that you can be able to be empowered. Once again, beyond going out, it's proper for us to thank you for the work that you have done. At the right time, sometime in November or December, before you leave school, close school for the year, we will also want to have a special farewell party. We can decide to have a gala dinner. In that gala dinner, your parents may not have to come. They can only drop you and leave. It's like you wanted this one too much. Yes. I thought you say, we can't do it without our parents. No. or leaders can stand on their own?
Yes.
All right, we'll do that for you. Obviously, Gala dinner will also check what the AGB says. People must go to a special venue and have, again, Mr. Fred and his team who want to ask Mr. Fred to find celebrities for us. Celebrities who will form part of the gala dinner and again give us how to do certain things. So if you want to suggest certain things to Mr. Fred after he has spoken, if you want to suggest names, what we will do, Mr. Fred, you will tell us if you have got a communication platform wherein you can include the principal, the deputies, the team leaders, and these young leaders, where we can talk, and we are looking before where we can talk to you and we make proposals until the two big events. So with that said, I want to welcome you all and wish you well in this talk. God bless you.
Thank you very much to Mr. City, our school principal. Now we are not going to waste time. We're going to get right to why we are here. Boys and girls, our leaders, we are actually here to plant a seed in your brain. Not literally, we're not going to open your brain and put a seed. Yeah, we're going to plant the seed, meaning that we're going to give you an idea that you'll never forget, an idea of how to be a leader, how to have self-leadership, to lead yourself first, then you can lead the others. And we as teachers, sometimes we're not professional enough to show you that. That's the reason why we invite professional people to come and speak to you. So I want you to listen very carefully. I want you to plant your own seed when our visitor is talking. Even if I meet you after 30 years, when my beard is gray and my head is bigger than this, and I ask you, do you remember that day? You must tell me that, yes, I still remember. I don't want you to hide when you see me after 30 years. I want you to be proud and say, I'm a product of Princess Primary School. He's a South African Man of the Year, lead SA Gauteng hero for Radio 702. He's a top, most influenced young African. He's an author, meaning that he writes books, facilitator, motivational speaker, and I follow him on Facebook. He also grows chickens. So he's a businessman. He is energetic, he's fun, and he's professional. You can see how he's dressed. No suit today because he's coming to meet you. But normally you see him with a suit. So he is professional. He does a couple of things like team building, motivational speaking, leadership training, school camps, corporate workshops, and also he is an MC. When you graduate, or you get married, or you want somebody to come and be an MC at your function, you can call him. So boys and girls, where you are seated, I just want you to stand up and give Mr. Fred Bohau a big round of applause.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you well? Yes. You can say, good morning, Mr. Fred. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fred.
Who's happy to be here? Let me see the hands of those who are happy to be here. Who's happy to be here? Okay, hands down. Let me see the hands of those who are not happy to be here. Who's not happy to be here? I was about to say, we're going to pray for you. I'm going to teach you a song. They told me, the principal said that I can speak to you. I must speak to you for 7 hours. And yes, 7 hours, then I'll be done. You can clap for me, 7 hours. Okay, I'm going to teach you a song. I'll teach you a quick song. I'm joking, but just speak about 20 minutes, then I'll be done. Who's a leader? You see the hands of the leaders. Who's a leader? Who's a leader? Who's a leader? Awesome. I'm speaking to the right people. When I teach you a song, song goes like, oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill, he took them down again. When he's up, and when he's down. Have you heard that? Oh, Duke of York, okay, I'll go slowly. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill and he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's halfway up, he's neither up nor down. But I'm going to do it like this. Everybody will be clapping like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. What's up? Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill and he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's halfway up, he's neither up nor down. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill and he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's halfway up, he's neither up nor down. You got that, right? You got that? Okay, if you can sing, then sing along. But then now we're going to go slow, fast, faster, and super fast. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to go slow. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's halfway up, he's neither up nor down. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill and he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's up, he's neither up nor down. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill, he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's up, he's neither up nor down. Oh, Duke of York, he had 1,000 men. He took them up the hill, he took them down again. When he's up, when he's down. When he's up, no. You're going to give yourself a McDonald's clap. Can you see McDonald's clap? No. McDonald's clap goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not doing it. You like it? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Later I'm going to teach you a Coca-Cola clap. Okay, I'm just quickly going to the city. Can I walk up and down the other side? I'm very flexible. Did you see that? The principal is the city. It's not someone I'm doing it. What is it now? Somebody says it's a voodoo. Isn't that a voodoo? Okay, I'm just going to raise your hand if you know. Why are you raising your hand? Now, you guys are leaders, right? Yes. Can you raise your hand? Who can tell me what is the leader? Quickly, just want to stand up. And I'm going to have to speak loud. Yes, but we can speak. You need to speak loud. Let's give it and let's go. Let's go. That's so nice. Another one. Who is a leader? Who's a leader? A leader is someone who teaches someone else to be a greater leader. We're going to give him a Coca-Cola clap. Because like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Okay, two more. A leader is someone who does not have self-importance. Now it's going to rain. We're going to give it rain. Okay, we're going to give it rain. Okay, because start with one hand. Then we're going to go to two. Now three is coming. Now three. Now coming four. Now stand up, speak loud. Remember the leaders. You know what leaders do? Leaders speak loud. Leaders speak with confidence. Do leaders have confidence? Yes. Do you have confidence? Yes. Because you are leaders. That's why you guys are here, right? Yes. Because you've got confidence. But now having a confidence, it does not mean that you have to be rude. Are leaders rude? No. Okay, who is rude here? Can I see a hand? Who's rude? So remember, leaders are not rude. Leaders are nice. Leaders care for others. Okay, sir. Shh. Okay, speak again. Okay, he's saying that the leader is somebody who teaches others right and wrong. Is that right? Yes. Who said no? Because he's saying that a leader is someone who's teaching others what is the right thing to do, meaning that leaders do the right thing. So I agree with you. That's why I'm going to give you a Coca-Cola flag. Okay, the last one. The last one to speak. Okay, speak loud.
A leader is somebody who leads people by example.
Yo, a leader is somebody who leads others by example. Are you guys leading by example? Yes. You have to lead by example. Let me tell you my story. I went to Littleton Primary School in Centurion. I was a class rep, meaning that I was a leader like you. Then also in high school, I was selected to be a class rep, meaning that I was part of the leadership. Then when I was in grade 11, I was elected to be the head boy of the school. You know how I did it? Because I was a leader. I was showing example to others. I was being kind. I was respecting the teachers. My parents were not complaining. My parents were asking that, Fred, you need to wash your dishes. What did I do? I was washing my dishes. Are you guys washing dishes at home? Yes. Okay, who's not washing dishes? Oh. Okay, so now why are you not washing dishes? So now, she's giving us an excuse. Do leaders give excuse? No. Leaders don't give excuse. Because leaders lead by example. Remember I told you that in primary, I was like you at Little Primary. She lectured as the leader of the school, just like you. High school, I was also elected as the leader, meaning that you guys, because you started like this, when you get to high school, you got grade 7, grade 7. You grade 7s. It means that you mustn't end here. This year you're the bosses of the school. Yeah? You are the bosses, like everybody listen to you, right? You are the oldest in school, right? Okay, most of them were listening to you. Because you were the leaders, the bigger ones. So now I've got great news for you. Must I shock you? Yes. In a couple of months' time from now, end of January 2022, you're going to be in high school. You know what does that mean? It means that you're going to be the last born of the school. It's like you're going to be the grade 1s of high school next year. So that means that be nice. You know what did my friend say one day when I was going to high school? He said, Mr. Fred, when you go to high school, don't get high from high school. Don't get high. Just be the way you are. Behave the way you are. Respect the teachers, Mr. Fred. You must work hard. Because at school, Mr. Fred, it's a different ball game. They're going to treat you bad. Don't fight them bad. He said, Mr. Fred, you must watch your friends. Because Mr. Fred, your friends, will tell you where you're going. You know what he said? He said, Mr. Fred, if you want to be a champion, you must walk along the champions. He says, Mr. Fred, if you want to be successful, walk along successful people. He says, Mr. Fred, if you want people to respect you, if you want to respect, you must walk along your friends who are respecting and respectful. That's a message for you, grade 7s. Don't get high from high school. Just be calm. When you get there, you're going to find grade 10s and grade 11s and grade 12s. They will be behaving, some of them will be behaving very bad. They won't be listening to anybody. But then remember where you're from. You're from Princess Primary, right? And Princess Primary is one of the best schools. Princess Primary does not produce the Nyauka boys and the Nyauka girls, right? I mean, Princess Primary is producing the best of the best. It's producing the leaders. Somebody say, I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
Somebody say, I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
Say, I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
Look at your friend. Say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like
Don't
that.
touch me.
Don't touch me.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
I'm a can't get cantolaga.
I'm a can't
Say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I'm fearfully.
I'm fearfully
And wonderfully made.
and wonderfully made.
By the image of God.
By the image of God.
So I'm a can't get cantolaga. Say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I'm a double B.
I'm a trouble bee.
Black, beautiful, and brave.
Black, beautiful, and
Give yourself
brave.
a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, who wants this one? Anybody? Remember, I didn't say you must talk. You hear me clap once? You hear me clap once? You hear me clap once? Twice. 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 3 times. Okay, who wants this one? Okay, now, look. This is what I'm going to do to them when I do. Remember, you want a leader, right? So now imagine, they take, like, imagine this is a leader. And this is what they do, like the other kids, maybe they also do grade 7s, maybe they to high school. Imagine some of the kids, one of the 9s who are next to you, they do this to you. Imagine if they do this. Now, when they do this, it's like they say bad things about you. When they do this, it's like maybe they're talking behind your back. When they do this, it's like maybe things are not really okay at home. Like, look at this. Okay, so now who wants this one? Who wants it? I'll show you. Who wants the one? Oh, wait. Now check this. Wait. Now check this. Now check this. Who wants the money? So you still want the money? It's not broken, it's still money. Whoa. Check out this. Who wants that money? Whoa. Now check this, check this. Now check this. Who still wants this money? Wait. Is this the real money?
No.
Is it real?
No.
This is still money. Still money. Okay, who wants that money? Check this. Check this. You still want the money, right?
Yes.
Who wants the money? Listen to this. So that I can get out of here. I'm almost finished. Listen. When I had the 20 rands, I said, who wants the 20 rands? You all said me, right? Why? Because money, it's worth it. Money, it's value. He's saying that it's valuable. What's your name again? Mr. Mahlangu here is saying that it's still valuable. Then what I did is that I squashed, I crumbled the money you all said you wanted. Because it still has value, right? I stepped on the money, I put it inside the bin. I even tore the money. Did you see me tearing the money?
Yes.
Please don't try that at home, at school, no. That's very dangerous. Never. I'm watching you. I tore the money. Then most of you are saying, me. You want the money. You know why? Money, no matter how dirty it is, it's still mine. Money, even if you tear it, it does not, the 20 rand, when you tear the 20 rand, it does not change and say, I'm no longer 20 rand, now I am nothing. No. It's still money. It's like you. No matter what happens to you, no matter what people say to you, Mr. Mahlangu is going to be a motivational speaker one day. Okay. No matter what happened, it's still valuable. No matter what happens to you, it's still valuable. Even if some of the kids were saying bad things about you, remember that money, that you are like money. Nothing can ever change about you, no matter what people say. Also, as the leaders, when you look at other kids in your class, the rest of the school, remember that they like money. They still have value. No matter where they're from. I mean, even if maybe you from a rich family and the other kids, maybe they might not be from a rich family like yours. How do you? Bad or good? You treat them good because you are a leader. Say, I'm a leader. Say, I'm a leader. Say, I'm a leader. So do you still want the money? Yes. It's unfortunate. I only have 20 minutes. No, you don't try that at home. Say, don't try that at home. Don't try that at home. Who has been bullied? Okay, put your hands down. Now you're going to stand up. If you have been bullied before, don't say anything. You stand up. Stand up if you have been bullied. And you can sit down. Stand up if you have bullied somebody else. Remember what he says, the leaders don't bully others. So you know what they're going to do? They go to them for their mistakes. It was a mistake. Don't look at them bad. Do we all do mistakes? Who has done a mistake? I also raise my hand because I've done a lot of mistakes. So it means that they're not going to do Then again. So now we're going to keep the name of God here because they know they're not going to bully others because of now they're leaders. Let us give them the McDonald's flag. It means that we say that we love them. Okay, so now you're going to stand up if you are kind. If you know that you are kind, stand up. So much look around. I didn't say anything. Don't say anything. Just look around. Look around you. Almost everybody is kind. So if there is one or two who are not standing up, it means that they were making a mistake and now they're going to learn from the rest of you. We're going to give them the rain clap for those who are still sitting down. And while we're giving them the rain clap, you're going to see them. They're going to start standing up. And they're going to join you. They're going to join you because they say if you can't beat them, you must join them. So those who are sitting down, they can't beat all of you. It means that they have to join you. Okay, let it rain. Then you're going to see them standing up. Let it rain. Let it rain. What? Now it's 2 times 2. Now it's 3. It's 3. Now it's 4. Until they stand up, they're going to stop. Until they stand up, they're going to stop. Until they stand up. Clap! Then everybody standing. Well done. Now you can sit down. If you enjoy school, if you enjoy being part of Princess Primary School, stand up. If you enjoy the school, if you enjoy the school, if you just enjoy being at school, okay, sit down. Okay, those who doesn't enjoy being at school, stand up. You see, did you see that most of them is the grade 7s? It's because they've been at school for so many years. For how many years? Maybe 5 years? For 7 years. So now, it's like they're trying to say, bye-bye, we're going to high school. So now because of they going to high school, we're going to give them, do we have the school clap? No. Which one is it? You need to form it like now quickly. Okay, let's go. Again. Okay, grade 7s, you can sit down. Grade 7s, you can sit down. So that means they're not the grade 7s. They just want to go. Thank you very much, the grade 7s, for being part of the school. Some of you 3 years, some 4, others 5. Those who came at grade 1, you've been part of the school for 7 years. So now you're going to start a new journey. Remember the grade 7s, we said don't get high from high school. Grade 6, next year, you're going to be in charge. But then it means that you must be better than the grade 7s. Right? You're going to be better. Let us all stand up as I'm finishing. Let us all stand up. Don't say anything. When I say chin chin, you say chon chon. Chin chin. Chin chin. It means, it's a Chinese, I'm teaching Chinese. It means keep quiet. So this is what I want you guys to do. You're going to take one hand and both your hands. You're going to put it on your heart. You're going to put it on your heart. Where's the heart? Remember, you don't say anything. You don't say anything. You listen to me. You listen to me. I don't want you to look at anybody. Okay, because of your being disturbed, everybody, just excluding the teachers, all the leaders, hands in your heart, and you're going to close your eyes. Remember, hands in your heart, close your eyes. I will also join you, and I will also close my eyes. Don't worry, we're not going to pray. I want you to feel that heart. Feel your heart. When you feel your heart, you will feel that it is powerful. So now I want you, when people say bad things about you, when things are not fine, when you are down, when you make a mistake, I want you to always go to that heart hold your heart. And every time you feel the heart moving or pumping, then it means that there is still hope. It means that you can still be a great leader. No matter what happens at home, if your brothers and sisters, uncles, mom, daddy, made you angry, just go to your heart and feel that heart. When you feel that heart pumping, then it means that you are born to be a great leader. Then it means that you are Kangate, Kantolaga. Every time you feel that heart, it means that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Every time that you do something or you say something negative to somebody, always go back to your heart and say, I am sorry. Every time you do a mistake to somebody, go back to your heart, hold your heart, and say, it's okay. It is going to be okay. Remember, you are a leader. Leaders love each other. Leaders love those that they lead. Leaders work hard. Leaders in class, they behave more than anybody. Leaders correct others. They lead them by example. Leaders are kind. Leaders are always laughing with others. Leaders always say, I'm sorry. Leaders always say, don't worry, come. When they see something wrong, the leaders will go to the teachers and they will report. The leaders always listen to teachers. Leaders always make sure that their homework are done. The leaders, what they do is that they will even at home, when parents talk to them, they say, do your bedding, do your homework, do the dishes. The leaders, they listen. I want you to go back home today and tell your parents that today I've learned that I am a Kanget Kantolagala, that I am a triple B, that I am black, beautiful, and brave. I want you to go home and tell your parents, tell your older sisters, your older brothers, that one day I'm going to be a great leader. I'm not going to end here. And to the grade 7s, remember, when you get to high school, don't get high from high school. Remain cool. Learn as much as possible. Be careful of your friends. As one man said, show me your friends, I will show you your future. If you want to be successful, you must walk with people that want to be successful. You must be nice to others. You must be kind to others. And if somebody has said something bad about you, to those of you whom others, if maybe some of the kids at school, they were bullying you, I am here to say, on behalf of those kids, on behalf of the school, we are sorry. If one of the teachers have said something negative to you, they said, Mr. Fred, tell our kids, the leaders, that we love them and that we are sorry. I'm here to say on behalf of the teachers as well, that if there's something negative that they did or that they said, we are sorry and they love you. And also Mr. Fred loves you, but more importantly, God loves you more than anybody. No matter what they can say about you, they can say bad things about your hair, they can say bad things about your shoes, they can say bad things about your skin color. Don't worry. Remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Remember that you are God's masterpiece. Nobody looks like you, for you are a Kangate Kantolagala. Open your eyes and you're going to give yourself a McDonald's clap, but then it's not going to be parababa, but then we're going to give it with energy. Now you can open your eyes. Are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm loving it. Okay, let us do Coca-Cola clap. We're ready? Coca-Cola. Let it pray, let it pray, let it pray. Let it pray. Now stand, 3. It's 4, it's 5. On behalf of the school, I just want to say thank you very much. You guys were awesome. Remember, go out there, be great leaders, behave, be nice, don't be fast, right? Because you know what fast people do? Not you, other kids, when like they want everything fast. They want money fast, and after getting money fast, they lose it fast, they drive fast cars, they eat fast food, not you, others. They eat fast food, and after eating fast food, they get fat fast, they die fast. After dying fast, we forget them very fast. It's like the Fast and the Furious. I don't know what, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about others. Because of you are the leader. And can't get. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
You can sit down. Okay. Not quick. Boys and girls, let me just take this opportunity to thank Mr. Fred to come and do the presentation at our school. We've got millions of schools in South Africa, and he chose to come to us. So it shows that we are here one step ahead and we are special. We need to appreciate chances like this. For some learners, they start from grade up, grade 12. Nobody comes to their school, tell them things, or even motivate them. We are really lucky to have you. And just to remember that leadership starts within yourself. If you don't have self-discipline, then you can't discipline the others. I want to thank him once again. Lots of people, when they finish school, they don't care about school. They finish, they go and work in certain big buildings, they forget about us. So some people can still come back from those big buildings and come to talk to us. We must appreciate this. Now what we're going to do, we are going to give leaders a break. About 20 minutes break. Let me see what I was 5 to 12 until 20 past 12. And you can have your break. We'll go to a field. I'll ask Mem Makuloi and Mem Mawaso and Mem Shamarumi to please supervise our leaders. I know they know how to supervise themselves, but I'm just giving you as well a break. Once again, to thank the teachers for leading us, to thank the principal, the SMT, and everybody around the school, all the adults who are teaching us right things. And we're going to have our break now. I will ask YCAP to go out first, because I don't want everybody to do it. People go YCAP and take their bags and things, and we go quietly outside. Remember, others are still in class. All right, now our junior counselors can follow. I just had them saying keep quiet, and I know the senior counselors, them doesn't need to say keep quiet. Let's show them that we are bigger to them. Leaders are not told to keep quiet, they know they must keep quiet. When they talk with each other very nicely, and they don't shout. Yes, senior counselors, as soon as the last person is somebody here, then we can stand up and talk to them. Somebody forgot the dry hand. I heard something else
Yeah, something
from the sky. Those who need to call their parents, you can go to the front office. Then you will get help from that side. Hi. We are done.
Okay.